Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World number 6. Back again to do some more, well, driving of trains is pretty much the theme. What did you expect? Planes, buses, trucks? No, trains, because train, it's in the title and everything. The clues are there. When we go through, no, it's a whole different thing, isn't it? Back again in the trains. I've said all this. Going to be doing Manchester. It's going to be one of those. Buckle up. Going to be doing some Manchester Airport. I know Manchester Airport Commuter this evening. There's some layering. A bit like layers again on a cake. We like cake. So going to do a 323 journey from Audley Edge into Manchester Airport, Manchester Piccadilly, via somewhere called Stockport. Yeah, I know. And then I'll look at some of the layering things and see what else we can do. For those of you watching on YouTube, hello. Hi. How are you doing? Good. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get to something. I don't know, have a look. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch live, apparently. And the link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening then to those that are watching live. See, you can do that if you're watching on YouTube. Well, you can't watch live on YouTube, but you could watch if you watch. You know what I mean. To Trent, to Sim, to Tigger with the bouncy thing, to Nige, who's not posh anymore, and McBone and Stokey. Have we found Stockport yet? What I've worked out is no. All right, let's click on to the trains. We're not doing Southeastern High Speed. That's the last thing I did. We're going to be going down here to Manchester Airport. Hi, Daniel. So what we'll do is, because you've got some of this layering, so Cardiff City Network stuff, which is there. You've got the 158 from Edinburgh to Glasgow and Midland Main Line, which is there. 323 is obviously from Manchester Airport Commuter. You've got the 350 from West Coast Main Line South. So, yeah. The 390 from Euston to Milton Keynes. So that's there, which is West Coast Main Line. Why is that called Euston to Milton Keynes? Okay. You got the Voyager from the Riviera line. So that's a layer. That's Manchester Airport Commuter. That's from multiple things. And then a Class 87 from the Shappy things. So we're going to start off with the 323. It is different. Why do you think I feel, Nigel? I've spent longer than you've spent watching this. I've spent doing this. I don't know what that says about either of us, really. Okay, so we're going to do a 323. I found one about 12:12, I think it was. There we go. Which goes from Audley Edge to Manchester Piccadilly via somewhere called Stockport. That might be a clue as to where Stockport is in relation to Manchester. I think Stockport moves. I think it depends on the time of the year and the position of the sun and the moon over Mercury, and how the stars align as to where Stockport is. I don't think it's actually. There's some switches. I don't think it's actually in a fixed position. Right, shove my thing in the hole. There we go. Key, reverser, into forward. That's done. Somewhere around here is a rainbow. Oh no, tail lights are off. Headlights are on day. Have we got a window? Yes, we have. Okay, unlock doors. So we're going to Wilmslow. Oh, that's zooming. Handforth, Cheadlehume, Stockport, apparently. Heaton Chapel, Levenshume, and Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah, God mode works, which is why. But the zooming seems to be a thing. So that's a thing that's happening. Right, we've got an outside. We got an outside. There's the outside, because trains have an outside as well. Right, we'll lock the doors. Okay, let's get going. Hi, Daz. How many handles have we got? We got the big one and the little one. So if I just yank on my thing... Oh, there we go. It works. Right, 1.7 miles then to Wilmslow.
The next station is Wilmslow. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
There we go. It knows and everything. Scared the bejesus out of me, but it knows. I see a train. Yep, that's definitely a train. Yeah. That was a train. Do the announcements know where Stockport is in relation to the airport? Nobody, even the people of Stockport, which I'm guessing some people do live there, even those people don't know where Stockport is. You all thought it was me. It's not. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a giraffe. I got a 100 limit. Not going to hit that in this. Right, are we going to get another announcement now? Announcing Wilmslow, Arizona. Standing on a corner in Wilmslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. To go, my lord, in a flatbed Ford.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Okay, we're braking. More braking. I wasn't singing. I was speaking. I was pronunciating the Eagles song. And let's stop. We are only a little bit late as well. And
Platform 3 for the 12:16 northern service.
see, we're on time.
Manchester Piccadilly. Cheadle-Hugh, Stockport, Eton Chapel, Leverton, and Manchester Piccadilly. The train at platform 2 is the 12:16 northern service to Crewe, calling at Alderley Edge, Holmeschapel, Sandwich, and Crewe.
Hang on.
Passengers intending to travel on the service, please join the train
Is there another
for the 12.
There is. I was about to say, why is it announcing Crewe, but there's another train in on the other side? I was like, what's going on there? Why have we got Crewe being announced?
16
I was confused slightly.
Manchester Piccadilly.
It's a 4, you see, in a 323. 323, I've changed that as well, haven't I? It's a 4, you see, in a 323. Such a fine sight to see. That's a noise. There you
The
go.
next station is Hanford. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It is. You're not saying where we're calling at. I'm easily confused. Nope. Never. I know where Stockport is. You lot don't. It's not my fault. So yeah, there's a couple of routes. Now the more layering words has come into effect. So the Riviera Line's adding the Voyager to certain services. I thought I'd come and do a bit of this to see what it does. I do want to go and do some more Birmingham Cross City as well, because then you'll see more busyness in the Birminghams. Is it in the north? Well, it's north of me. So yes, it's in the north.
We are now approaching Hanford.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
It's really odd when you're driving a service now in this that hasn't got the announcements. It's like, we want it everywhere. We want all the lines. Where's the north and south divide? Well, Trent's in the north. So it's somewhere south of Nottingham. Apparently, the north of England. The north starts at Cirencester. It does amuse me
For the 12.
when we was up in Doncaster recently that the signs on the road just say the north,
Cheadlehume.
as though, you know,
Eton Chapel.
it's somewhere you shouldn't go.
Manchester Piccadilly.
That means you're in the but oh, you're not the cleverest, are you? It doesn't start at flipping Whitney. It starts just south of Nottingham. Is Whitney just south of Nottingham? No. Jesus, what? Why? What? Just... Right, Cheadlehume is next. If you'd like to replace half the people in this community, please let me know.
The next station is Cheadlehume. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It is it's a northern service. Bit northern, you know. Hang on, there's a yellow light type thing ahead. There's two yellow light type things ahead. And 1.8 of the stop beeping at me. 1.7 of the miles to the distancy place. Oh, there's a red. I see a red silhouette of a light. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Will you do the stopping here? You won't hear me shout red today as I had to shut the windows when the window cleaner came. Oh, look at you with the window cleaner. I had a window cleaner about 10 years ago. Shows the last time the outside of these windows were cleaned. There does appear to be a red light. Hang on, we're actually early at the Cheadlehume. There's a train. That was a train.
We are now approaching Cheadlehume.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and take care when stepping down from the train.
We are definitely approaching Cheadlehume. I think that means at some point soon there's this place called Stockport. Look, have I ever overshot a platform? Have I ever run a red light? No. Professional, I keep telling you this. You just no. You're just all in denial. No. Figment of your imagination. Never run a red. Never overshot a platform. All the train is always on the platform. That is the professionalism, the expertise that I ooze. There is oozing going on. I do every stream. No, I don't. I'm shocked. Hang on. Ponytail idiot. Baldy. That's 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
The train at platform 1 is the 12:20.
I want to know about the oozing. Must get the doctors about that.
Calling at Eton Chapel, level 2, and Manchester Piccadilly.
Right, doors are locking. Ponytails are normal. No, they're not.
The service, please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 1 for the 12:24. Service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Okay, now there's someone. There's somewhere out there somewhere. Is that Stockport?
The next station is Stockport. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Well, we don't want to know how many ponytails you've got. That's a no. I'm not thinking about that. Right. So 2.2 miles to the Stockport, and then it's Manchester. Icona. Stop beeping at me. So we'll have to come back to the airport. Airport. But maybe we'll see what other services we can do. Manchester. Speeding. That's the train. Right, 1.3 miles. We'll be arriving in Stockport. Beep. Look, there's nothing wrong with me. It's you lot. I is professional.
Oh yeah.
Is normal. NXAHIDK. Your parents must have hated you. Thanks for the follow. It's a 30. We have a 30. No. We have met you. Remember. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are. Over there. It's a 40. I can see it in your eye. Alright, so we'll take the 323. Anyway, getting back to trains, because being the professional that I am.
We are
We'll...
now approaching Stockport.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll see if we can take another service to the airport. No, I've done that one already, haven't I? And then we'll see if we can leave the airport. No, it's trying to resist. And then go back down to the orderly edge, so we do the whole of the journey. And then I'll probably be bored of you lot. The guy's probably now unfollowed. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I'm out of this place. I'm not staying around here watching this idiot. I'm leaving on a jet plane. See, that comes from the airport. Braking examining. This is Stockport. Says so on the sign and everything. And we're on time, on digital, and on 88 to 91 FM. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I've never been on a Jet 2 holiday, so I wouldn't know. I'm going to go on holiday next year. I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to go somewhere in the sun and actually have a holiday. No, that was before the stream that happened. And I do it to myself after the stream. Fuerteventura is where I'm going next year. So you'll have a week without me. Am I currently north of south on Manchester? Anyway, let's close the doors. And then Heaton Chapel is next as we depart at Stockport and head towards Manchester.
The next station is Heaton Chapel. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It is. Oh, hang on, let's accelerate. That's braking. That's coasting. I had to get my knob in the right place. Have I done I have another thing yet, have I? Hang on. There you go. Just in case no one reminds me to do one in the next train. This is some sort of bridgey thing via a duck. Viaduct. It's quite a big duck. And we go via it. Hang on, I can do the accelerating, can't I? Go. We will shortly be arriving at Heaton Chapel. How big is it then? Oh, it's fairly long. Thing is, I was going to move it to somewhere more accessible, but I've got used to it now being above and behind my farm sim panel, which is an inconvenient place to keep your knob. So yeah, there's a few other routes where we've got this layering. Birmingham Cross City certainly benefits from it. I don't think there's anything else on West Coast Main Line SAF. So I think next week we'll do Birmingham Cross City. And then we'll see what happens. I've been thinking about my idea for the Christmas period. I need to come back up to do some more Scotland.
We are now approaching Heaton Chapel.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
I like Five Circle. I like the Cathcart. Well, I think Five Circle is my favourite. The Edinburgh to Glasgow is just boring. I wonder if we'll ever get the West Coast Main Line into Glasgow. I wonder if that will ever be a thing. If you don't want to mind the gap, you end up falling down the gap. They've got to remind you in case you fall down, that they can go, well, we did tell you to mind the gap. Oh, that's busy. That's very busy.
This is a northern
Blimey.
service to Manchester Piccadilly. The next station is Levenshulme.
That was sort of 4 trains together then. And we are on time. Beep, 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 beep. You might be slightly drunk. Fair play. That's what weeks off are for. Right, Levenshulme is in 1.4 miles.
The next station is Levenshulme. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It's one of those routes, this. Wasn't sure about it when it first came out, because when we did our meetup last year, we did this route because we was expecting it to be out in December last year, and it was like, it's not really exciting, but I actually don't mind it now because I quite like the 323, and especially with the layering, There are many things you could do. Actually, with the run into the airport. Do, 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 do. The road map thingy is on Thursday, yes. So we will get to see what's coming. Why am I overly happy? I don't know. I could get back to being fed up and miserable.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and
Take care when stepping down from the train. Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving in Levenshulme. It's because I'm spending the evening with you. Yeah, oh, definitely. That's, yeah. Yeah, that's, oh, totally. It's you, Tiger. I just haven't been able to console myself. It seems to be raining. It's because I'm on single player. I got put out by bloody annoying Git Trent.
Platform 2 for the 12:35 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. Calling at Manchester Piccadilly only.
It does call it Manchester Piccadilly only. Shall we put the wipers on? Because we can see... Oh, hello, what's that? What are you? Your whipper control. Intermittent 1.
Train at platform 2 is the 12:35 Northern service to
Oh, it did work.
Manchester Piccadilly only.
Lock doors.
Passengers intending to
Right, so we
travel
should
by
see
please join the train now.
Manchester Piccadilly busier.
35 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, which is ready to leave.
It is ready to leave. It's leaving, in fact. It's not ready to... Why have we got... I've got to do maths now. It's going to be difficult. 6 to 7 minutes.
The next station is Manchester Piccadilly. This is a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Thank you. Why have we got 7 minutes to do 3 miles? That seems to be too many of the minutes to do such a short amount of distances. Farness. Not furnace, Farness. Beep. Are we changing tracks? Right hand indicator on. Oh. Wait, tell me we're changing tracks. Why did you tell me we were changing tracks and we didn't do the thing? You told me. You said to me there was a little lighty thing back up there that told me I was going to be changing tracks. I haven't done that. Or is it going to be down here somewhere? You give me too much warning. You like those people that indicate their intention about 3/4 of a mile before they're actually wanting to turn. Oh, now we go over there. Are we going over again? Yes, we are. Okay, fine. Train. Now, what you've done there is... There we go, thank you. You cut the power off, didn't you? Because you went to a neutral section and panicked. Oh dear, oh dear. Panicked like every time Tiger walks past the hairdressers. It was that sort of panic. Oh, no, stop it. That's a train. Beep. Right, double yellow. Is that gonna be followed by a single yellow? We'll find out. Tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. What am I doing on Wednesday? Oh yeah. House build. I'm professional. See, I told you, professional. House Builder 2 tomorrow night. Doing some more of the house building. Thursday night, which is the day after tomorrow, because today's Tuesday. So tomorrow's Wednesday, then it's Thursday. So tomorrow night is the House Buildery 2. The day after that, which is Thursday, is going to be more of the wishy-washing. Friday night isn't music night. I don't know, Friday night. Was going to do some repo, not now. So Friday night, something. We'll see. Saturday night, though, more of the trucking thing, where we're in at Ivico, doing some more of that. And then Sunday on the farm, providing we've got a farm. Because at the moment, no one can get on it. There are issues. And then next week, things. You got Friday off. I'll do something single player then. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 85. Wear sunscreen. No. Transpired to be a pirate again.
We are now approaching Manchester Piccadilly.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and take care when stepping down from the train.
Give me your treasure. Wow. At least buy me a drink first. Braking. You know what I said about Manchester Piccadilly being busier? Have we found Stockport? We've just been through somewhere called Stockport. Well, I suppose there are a few trains in. 1, 2. Your milkshake do. Wow. It's the best proposition I've had in a while. I'll take anything. There are some trains in. Arr, Jim lad. We're still early. Oh, actually, there are more trains in. They're just further down. We couldn't see them. They were hiding. Hiding in the undergrowth, David Bellamy style. Passed him once. I was going into the Ideal Home exhibition. He was coming out. Oh, there are lots of trains in.
The next train to arrive at platform 7 will be the 12:46 East Coast service to
Right,
Manchester
what we could
Piccadilly.
do then, if we go back into Thingamywhatsit, Dewberry Firkin, you know, the thing. We can see what's going from here in the next few mementos. Beep, 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 beep. Right. Done. Okay, so what we do now is go back into free roam. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do.
Manchester Piccadilly.
Hello, sorry.
Manchester
1305. Going to Exeter. We can't take that then. That's going to Hazel Grove. So that's no bloody good, is it? Right, we got round here. We've got the 1301 going to Crewe. Well, that's going back the same way we just came. The 1244 going to Stoke. Calling at Stockport. Well, that's another 323. We could take that. What are you? The 1255 going to Euston. Calling at Stockport.
service to
We could take that.
calling at Manchester Piccadilly only.
What have we
All
got?
passengers intending to travel on this
Nothing
service,
down here.
please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 3.
And all the way around here we've got the what? The
The
1721 to Macclesfield. That's going to be sat there a long time.
14 will be the 12:45 northern service to Blackpool North. Platform 7.
See, going to
for
Blackpool
the
North.
12:46 Avanti West Coast
10B.
service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Right.
Morning
So
hours,
we'll take the top. We'll take the
only.
this one out, and we'll take this as far as Stockport then, and then we'll see what we can get from Stockport. Which probably mean we'll have to either come back here or go somewhere else. It's a long one. There's no, I can't get. Oh, sorry, door's here. That's a noise. That, yeah, that was definitely a noise. Okay. Do I want to take this? Yes, I do. Okay, so I shove my thing in. There we go. I was confused by things. Where's mid? I've lost metal pointer. There it. Right, exterior lights. We don't want tails. Thank you. Dim. Yeah, that's Tiger. Hill start. Why have we got a hill start knob? That's a thing. Right. Air conditioning. No, don't want any of that. Cab lights, notepad light, no, don't need that. My pants, windscreen wipers, that's what I want. Int. Okay. We're going to Stockport. And Wilmslow. Oh, we can take this to Wilmslow. Okay, that works then. You're rather bright. Are you? Okay. It's debatable. Right, 12:52. So we can now do the speeding up time because God mode is a thing. Wipe, 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 wipe. World's fastest wipers. Yeah, I put the old version of God mode in from Train Sim World 5, which never worked, and there was an update last week, and all of a sudden it started working. It was like, okay, well, a bit of that then. The only thing I really use it for is the speeding up of the time, because it is useful for that. Because then you can do things like this. That's a train. Alright. 1 minute to go. Right. So we'll take this back to Wilmslow and then we'll see what there is from Wilmslow, which will probably be coming back here, wouldn't it? If I could press number, there we go. Right, so we are family. I got all my bananas with me. So we come down here. Are you Stockport? You're Stockport. So we go down there and then we carry on down there somewhere to, I'm guessing, Wilmslow. Cheadlehume. Wilmslow must, oh yeah, we'll find out. Right, we can go. Unlock doors. We can't go, so we've got to unlock the doors. Let the passengers board. So this is one of the things I do like about this, is that you can just jump around. You can just go into sort of a free roamy, timetable-y, modey sort of Ujima flippy, and then just take any service that you like. Are they bored already? Quite like a long. The last long train journey I did was 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, some hours, coming back from the Cornwall place, Truro. There's something to be said about a long train journey. I haven't done a long haul flight. I've only flown for 4 hours. That wasn't very comfortable. I would like to do a long haul. That'd be quite pleasant, I should imagine. Because you get settled in, watch a couple of films. What classed as a long train journey? 5 hours plus, I suppose? In an hour or a couple of hours, not really. So it's got to be, long. Hello. Right, we've got 1 minute to go. And then we depart on our way to Stockport. Wherever that is. It's somewhere. Local paper tonight says they might bring in a direct train to Birmingham. Right. So, well, hang on. So that won't call at Gloucester then. Unless it's going Oxford way? We could go Cheltenham, because you can't, because Gloucester you've got to turn around, haven't you? Or is it Cheltenham you've got to turn around? It's one of them. So it couldn't do that. That'd be useful. Well, for those people going to Birmingham, I suppose. Right, 5 miles to Stockport. Turn around, bright eyes. Okay, now here's an issue. So, well, if I'm going to sneeze, we don't appear to have any sort of power. In that there's no power. The wipers are still going. Yeah, well, pantograph selection. Pantograph. Right, traction reset. Okay. Nothing. Train stuck at platform. Hang on. Should that not be? Right. I've taken my pants down. Um, um, well, that's an issue. There isn't diesel on this. It's electric only. Yeah, it's not a doors issue, but I've now got no power at all. I've pulled my pants down. Unless I hold it down. Yeah, it's on the rear. Wasn't there a fault where if it stopped it wouldn't restart? Yes. Correct. Ah, hang on, I've got an idea. Hang on. Do. Right. If I relinquish the service. Right. Damn it. I've got to wait now. No, I did I couldn't get the train going. So this guy had to like get it going for me, and now I'm going too fast to take over. So he's going to have to take control all the way. I'm here. I am the professional. Okay, well, you know what we'll do then. Hang on, we could sit here, can we? There you go. No, I'm going to go back and be a passenger. Tea, anybody? Tea? Good morning. What are you listening to? Why is that table so big? Hello, Baldy. It does sound good though. I was going to sit in first class, but there isn't any seats. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. Nope, there's no seats in first class. Oh, standard premium, don't you know? I say. No. Why is this train so full? Okay, we have to go back to cattle class then. Ah, there we go. You alright? What are you looking at? See, I would do that. If I was coming through here looking for a seat, and there was one person sat at a table, I'd definitely call him a table W, because if you're that person, don't do that. I would just go and sit in like the normal seats over there. I wouldn't come and sit at a table with someone else. I wouldn't do it. And has anybody... I've tried these wireless chargery things a couple of times, but Is it me, or are they in an odd place on the table? Would you actually leave your phone in the middle of a table on charge? No. I think they should be down here in the corners. Well, that was tilty. Alright, just got to be careful now, because I've got to take over when we get to Stockport. Providing the train will actually move. Did you not tell him you're the driver? I'm the driver, don't you know? Alright, let's go back. This is the age of the train. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sit there so no one can sit there. We've had to move seats on the Eurostar that we booked for Brussels because someone had, the three of us on a table and someone booked the fourth seat. So we've had to move seats. A bank, oh bank, sorry, I read that as something else. Oh, I left the kitchen open. People would have been coming in here doing all sorts of things. I can't close the door. I can't. I'll leave that open. It's fine. Can't close the door. Won't. It's okay. Howdy. I've come back. I'm going to take over. Yeah, I think that is the default, Nigel. Are we anywhere near Stockport yet? You realise your wipers are still on and you don't need them on? Can I turn them off for you? I can turn your notepad on. There you go, I've turned them off for you. Is that alright? Right, we're now arriving at Stockport. Hang on, how do we not get the announcement? Oh, we don't, because it's not this train, is it? Okay. Now, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you've only got the rear carriage on the platform. No, you're going too slow. It's too slow. It's too slow. Look, you. Was that absolutely necessary? Right. Coming on here with all this professionalism. Okay. So in theory now, if I just lock the doors, hopefully I've got forward traction. How's he controlling the train without using his hands? Wouldn't you like to know? What? There we go. We've got forward momentums. Right, so we get to Wilmslow and then see what we've got leaving Wilmslow after this. It'd be nice not to have to go back into the menu if we can. But I think we'll only end up going back to Manchester. A train, well, you never know. Could be anything. Will you stop shaking my knob? Thank you. A baby Trent? No one needs to think about that. They actually do sound like this. I quite like the sound of them on electric, but these actually sound really good on diesel as well. Obviously the IET, the Cucumber, whatever it is they're called. So obviously here we get them on electric as far as Chippenham, and then they have to go diesel, or they can go the other way and go all the way to Cardiff. Which hopefully one day we might even get in this. Should be quite nice. Be able to do London to Cardiff. They are on their way for the Eurostar. 2030 Virgin Train should be starting Eurostar services. That's going to be interesting, I think. Bit of competition, which gives them 4 years to sort the departure lounge at Euston, not at Euston, at St Pancras. And actually the one at Brussels isn't much better. The one at Brussels looks like it's an old shop that they ripped the interior out of and just stuck some seats in. There we got 3.7 miles to Wilmslow, which is as far as we can take this train. St Pancake. I shall be there in a couple of weeks' time. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Stop it. Thank you. Stop it. I said. Thank you. The reason I'm getting the jittering, for those wondering, I use my flight throttles to control the train using the rail driver interface. And if it's not in exactly the right position on some trains, it jitters the knob about. Stop clicking at me. It's not the most exciting of trains in Train Sim World, which is why I think one of the most boring routes other than Antelope Valley is the East Coast main line. My God, that's a yawn fest. Which is, I'm glad why they've stuck to the West Coast main line. There is a red. Hi, Barry. Yeah, exactly. That the Eurostar terminal in Brussels is like, what on earth is going on here? And it is like, just you go through the duty-free area and you've got just a load of like seats dumped in what used to be an old shop. Obviously I've been there since February, but I don't know if it's changed. But I should be back there this February. And even when you arrive at Brussels, it just throws you out like upstairs in like, well, the train station / shopping centre, and it's like, oh, okay, I've got to find my way downstairs now. Right, so we've arrived at Wilmslow. Then we'll go and see what there is going back to the way. Right, so now we go back into the free roam and try and get out of here before the train leaves. Because I don't want him driving off with me on. Which he... Wow! That was... How has he managed to drive away with the door still open? Bye then! Oh, you've got a red. Oh, okay. Right, so we've got to get over to the other platform. Actually... Can I hear something? Oh, I've got diesel engines running. Second's going to 10 beats. We can't take that. Ah, down. I can hear a diesel. I hope that's not in on the other platform. Yes. Right. Where are you going? Manchester Piccadilly. You out. Why have you got your wipers so fast? Hang on. We've got to work out how to wiper less. Is it my little knob? Right. Let's open the window. Lock doors. Off. Okay. Master key on. Reverser. No, not to backwards. That wouldn't end well, would it? I can't. It won't let me. Okay, I can't put the reverser into forward. That's because the throttle's on. Why would you? Thank you. No. Thank you. Right, 6 miles to Stockport. Okay. Right, we're separate break, aren't we? What are we anyway? We're 158. 153. Okay. Okay. Back to Stockport then. Yeah, this thing's running like late, severely late. So we're Transport for Wales. Yeah, Stockport and Manchester. Okay. Well, we still need to get to the airport. So we need to try and find a train to go into the airport when we get back to Manchester. Or would you like a 153? Tomorrow, by the way, some more House Builder 2. Doing some more house building. Thursday night is some wishy-washing. More of the power washer thing. Friday night will be...
Oh, yeah.
something. GRA 3M388. Seem to put a 3 in the middle of your name there. I don't know if you're aware of that. Thanks for the follow. All heating works the same, Connor. You set a temperature. Put it on less of a temperature. I couldn't imagine doing a long journey on a 153. You can do a long one on a 150. I haven't really spent a long time on like a 150 or anything. It's Transpennine Express. No. Well, now, I don't know if you realise this, okay? And I don't know if you're aware, but you know when you put your name in, which you managed to spell because you've spelt it correctly at the end of the thing, apart from the fact that Graham spelt wrong, we won't go there. You got the G and the R, and then if you go down a row from the R and over, then there's an A, okay? Up from the A, you got the Q and a W. Go to the right of the W, and there's an E. See, now what you've done is instead of putting the E, you've gone up and to the left a bit, and you put a 3. That's the mistake you made. Just pointing it out there in case you weren't aware. And yes, I have to look at my keyboard to work that out. Right, anyway, we're 3.4 miles from Stockport, which, as we all know, is of Manchester. And it's a bit wet out there. It's raining, it's pouring. Hey, we're flat out in a 153. So you're aware. Okay, so what we're saying is, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're an idiot. But if you're already aware of that, then you're fine. Welcome, because everyone else watching is. That's okay. There's a 40. We'll try some brakes. No more tears in that Johnson's Baby shampoo. Is that what you use? We can't talk about the night I had with Johnson's Baby Oil. That's a whole different discussion. Oh, blimey, there we go. An anonymous gifter. There you go, Graham. If you do choose to come back, you won't see any adverts. After this, probably not. Thanks for the warm welcome. They like new blood. That's what it is. It's like, haha, it's someone new, and they've talked to us. We will lick them until they are no longer licked. We hunt in packs. Oh, I saw a cool gadget yesterday that I kind of want but can't justify. Anyway, we'll do Stockport first. This is a Transport for Wales service going to Manchester, Piccadilly. Calling at Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. In the Moreau thing, video. You're lucky he's professional at this. While the streams are really bad. Hey, 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 hey. I resemble that comment. Oi! Look! I've arrived at Stockport. If you're going to get off at Stockport, then get off. If you're not going to get off, then stay on bloody train, you fool. No, it was a card dealer thing. And they put Uno cards in it. And I thought, that's really cool. So you put a deck of cards in it. Each person has a little button by them. And when they have to pick a card, it deals you the next card. The only issue I saw with that is when you put the card down, where do you put it? You have to put it back in the dealery thing. But yeah, it was quite cool. Anyway, we have arrived in a rather dreary... Pick a card, any card. Look into my eyes. I'm dreading my eyes, not away from the eyes, into the eyes. Yes, I had an evening of watching things yesterday. Halfway through this season of The Diplomat. Not sure. It definitely hasn't got the wow factor that the last season has. What else did I watch? Grand Designs Australia. That was quite good. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. That was good. Quite up on some yow chobes. Today, whilst being interrupted multiple times, trying to have my lunch, watched an interview with Andy Willman, Top Gear producer-y sort of person. Just getting quite interesting, but then I had to stop watching it. It's a bit early for watching Christmas stuff, isn't it? It's a little bit early. Got that new series Pluribus coming up in 2 days' time. That looks interesting. Got one coming up in 3 weeks' time. It's like a gay ice hockey show. Slightly intrigued by that. That could be good. Oh, I got a thing through the post today. My Tesco's vouchery things for Christmas. It's November. Bobby Moore was a legend, in all fairness. It's like the Morecambe and Wise Christmas specials. Right, anyway, we're 5.2 miles from Manchester. And then we'll see if we can find something going back to the Aeroporto. Where? Hang on, I'll get there. Oh, wait. Patience. When I went to the airport at Manchester last year, we got the tram. Did we? Did we get the tram there? Or did we get the train? I think we got the tram. Yeah, I think we got the tram there. And I know we got the train. Get the train back into Manchester. Yeah, we got the train back into Manchester and then got the tram back to where we were staying. Yeah, to meet Don. Yeah, we were going to get the tram back in, but there's a train there. Just like, I'll get on the train then. And then within like 5 minutes of meeting our ex-colleague for the first time, Don Radar wanted to punch him, which, you know, I'm surprised it took that long. It's going to be odd this year not having a Christmas meetup. Well, I'll be going into London. Right, the only downside is now, if we go back into Manchester Piccadilly and we come back out again, it's going to be a bit waney for a meet-up. Well, I'm going to London, so a meet-up all by myself. All by myself. Why am I going this slow? How is this train late? It's a shame you can't see the whole service, isn't it? To know how is the AI late? What day am I coming to London? The 20th of December. I'm taking the elves to meet up with Ed. Christmas arrangements for me this year. I will be here every day, including Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Apart from the 20th of December. So from the 20th of December, I'll be here through till the 28th. Then we go up to Manchester to see Ed. And then we'll be here straight through then till the 3rd. Have a hot chocolate. I did one. Wow, Jesus Christ! I had one on the South Bank by the Tate Modern. There's a little mini Christmas market the other year. I had a hot chocolate with mint in there. It was rather pleasant. I do like the Tate Modern. Are the Sims dead? Yeah, I haven't done the Sims for a while. Still installed. I've still got my little mug from the Manchester Christmas market last year. I threw away a lot of the mugs that I got gifted over the last couple of years, but I've still got the Manchester one. But no, I'm looking forward to 2 weeks off work for Christmas. We're having that discussion today at work. It's going to be rather nice. I've got every version of Sims and Stuff mug. There's probably nothing available on the merch store anymore. I think I might just remove everything from there now. Am I wearing... Oh no. I normally wear my Sims and Stuff t-shirt. I've got a couple of them. I've got the Noodly Boo one. And I was young, it was dark. Mini convertibles. My boss has got one of those. An 07 plate? 08 plate. 07 plate, something like that. Right, we are arriving back. Are they nice? To Mini. I did look at one years ago. I was toying with it. Right, so 13:32 arrival. What we want then is an airport service out of here. No, not bought a car. I'll get mine booked into the garage at some point. So yeah, down to Manchester. I don't think we can get back to Alderley Edge from the airport. I think we defined a service last time, but I don't think there's a lot that leaves the airport when you get back there. We will have a look. I don't know if it's one of these train stations where services to the airport go from specific platforms. I think it's one of those things, Connor. I'd like a new car, but if there's nothing wrong with the car I've got, or nothing that, well, I've got a bit of an injector needs reseating, minor, but 100 quid to fix. Nothing wrong with the car you've got. Why change it? Years ago, when I had money, I was changing a car for the sake of it. Now it's like, something just sits outside the house most of the time, or sits outside work. Why spend 10, 15 grand on something that is bought and paid for that does exactly the same thing? Right. Oh crap, it wants me to lock the doors. Okay, I'll lock the doors then. I thought it'd taken me back to the free roam thing. Hang on, it wants me to go to Stockport. No, I'm not taking it back. Let me out, thank you. Right, so if I relinquish that service, there we go. Okay, so now we want something going to the airport. That left. Okay, what have we got here then? You're going to Euston, we are a problem. You're going to Euston, we are a problem. I'm going to say Stoke. Paignton? Jesus Christ. Cheltenham, Bristol Parkway. That's a long service. 13 or 14. That's this end then. Test. 11. Well, there's only 12. Stockport, Cheadle-Hulme. 10. You said 13 or 14? I'm making
The
your
next
mind.
train to arrive at platform 10 will be the 1340 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
Yeah, so there's nothing going to the airport. How can there be no trains going to the airport? We stood out here when we had our meet-up. Top of the other side of the escalators, it was where our meet point was when we met up in Manchester. I don't really want to go back to the main menu, but it doesn't look like there's anything going to the airport. Milton Keynes, Stockport, Wilmslow. I don't want to go boy back down to Stockport again. So where were you going? How can there be no airport services? We can't do the Paignton one. We'd only be able to take it a couple of stations. Get the Milford Haven, that's your train home. Yeah, you'd like to think that there'd be a fairly frequent Flowery Field. That's the one on the other service, isn't it? Dinting. That's on... look at the main board outside. Can we get outside? Yes, we can. Some adverts. What time are we? 13:37. Liverpool Lime Street. Yeah, Hadfield, Crewe, Glossop. Yeah, I might have to go back to the main menu then. Hazel Grove. Yeah, there's nothing going to the airport. 13 at 13:39. What? But there isn't a platform 13. It only goes to 12. We've only got 12 platforms. Or is 13 down the bottom of 12? Oh, hang on, what's that over there? This is me getting lost now in Manchester Airport. Manchester Piccadilly.
Platform 3 will be the 1343 northern service to Manchester
where's-
Piccadilly. Calling at Manchester Piccadilly only.
Right.
Platform 3 for the 1343 northern service
Yeah,
to
8, 9.
Manchester Piccadilly.
13, 14. But it's not. 10. Hang on, are they... Hang on, are they up here? Well, I'll be jiggered.
Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Calling at Manchester Piccadilly only. Platform 6 for the 1343.
Well, I didn't know that. And I'll go at the foot of my stairs. You out. How are we late? What's going on? Why are all these trains so late? Right, hang on. I've got to do something with the lights, haven't I? Right, tail lights off. Headlights, that'll do. Okay. Right. Right, East Didsbury. So we're going East Didsbury and Manchester Airport then. Yeah, you missed your flight because the driver couldn't find the train. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry for delaying the service. The driver didn't know where platform 13 and 14 were. Well, why is it stuck all the way over there? Stupid flipping Mancunians. Right. So we'll do East Didsbury, get to the airport. And what we really want to do then is when we get down to the airport, which is going to be here, what we could do with doing is getting a service that takes us back down to here. No, that's Wilmslow, Arizona. Where did we start? Somewhere down here. Here. There. Alderley Edge. Yeah. Oh crap, hang on, no, I'm moving stuff around. There we go. Oh, it's a big one and a little one. I prefer a little one to a big one. Can you get a refund? No, because you probably use TrainPal or Trainline. Anyone uses Trainline, I think, just have their head removed. TrainPal's all right. Trainline. Can you get hit? What, by a train? At 4.3 miles to East Didsbury. Hey, look, I got in this, it was already late. It's not my fault. I can't be blamed. Yeah, Train Power's a good app. Trainline SH1T. Yeah, I got in it, it was already late. Yeah, I'm just trying to play catch up here. The fact that we're 40 plus minutes late. It's not my fault, Gov. Bus pal, but that's people that go on buses. Don't like buses. Full of bus people, ain't they? Don't like getting on a bus. I should be doing a bus in February. Actually, I'll probably be doing a bus when I get to London. I think we'll be doing, I think when we go to Wuppertal, I think we're going to have to do one of the OMSI bus services. Which means I'm going to have to do, we have to do Wuppertal in February in the bus company. There's just no knowing what's going to happen, Connor. Even I don't know. As long as I ain't driving it. Hey, I'm driving you to Wuppertal. Oh, that's speeding. That's a lot of speeding. On the National Express, there's a jolly hostess selling crisps and tea. She'll provide you with winks. Okay, now a little bit of speeding around the corner. It's fine. Hello and willkommen to Flixbus. In the seat back pocket in front of you, you'll find our next of kin card. If you kindly leave the details of your next of kin on that card, we'll know who to contact in the event of your untimely death on this journey. If you also like to fill out any usernames, credit card numbers, PIN numbers, passwords, etc., we'll make use of those as well. For your convenience, we have already ticked the Simpson Stuff life insurance box, and whatever you do, don't read the small print. Still got it. I really must do some more firm bus one day. At least never derailed the train. Yeah, it does happen. Not very often. Do it. Do it now. I can't do it now. Mainly because it's not installed. Is a National Express song about the coach company? Yes. It mentions the jolly hostess selling crisps and tea. And I do remember going on coaches and having a person that come up and down offering you crisps and tea. I wonder if we'll ever get the multiplayer in Fernbus. I'm guessing that will happen at some point. The Divine Comedy. Indeed. Right, 1.4 of the miles from East Didsbury. That's East Didsbury. Don't go complaining when, you know, with the directions. Because I know what you don't like, because none of you know where Stockport is in relation to Manchester. Because you're all, you know, a bit thick. Just saying. It's not my fault you don't know where Stockport is. I don't get lost. Just don't, we don't talk about Bergen. Apart from that, there is none of the getting lost thing. How is Didcot? It's fine. Last time I was there. Right, so now I've found platforms 13 and 14 at Manchester Piccadilly. We're all good. So how do you not know where the platforms 13 and 14 are? I'm just amazed. That was Lone Star, wasn't it? Lone Star? Yeah, the song Amazed. "13 3/4. That was Adrian Mole. The Diary of Adrian Mole, age 13 3/4. Now, see. Now, what happened here is they've moved the platform. See, they've moved the platform back a bit. I've stopped in the right place. The platform isn't in the right place. I am a professional. All the drivers and idot. Iron ore? Hang on, take the brakes off first. There we go. Dot. Sorry, what now? Exactly, professional anal. No. The top, no. Professional. How long have I been in? All my time I've not seen professionalism. Idort? Idert. I do. Ert. You do ert? What's wrong with you? Right, in the rain, we've still got 3.5 miles to Manchester Airport. And Ed's failed at fixing the multiplayer farm, it would seem. The other driver on the 390 was okay. Oh, I see. So it's like that then, is it? Not good enough anymore. Fine. I'm officially giving you my... Hang on. December, January. 3 months notice. There. Done. I warned you that my birthday would be my final ever stream. Right, we've got temporary speed limit coming up. Don't go breaking my heart. I wouldn't if I tried. So what am I going to do instead? Continue my ballet career. It's never too late. Why don't you get off the sofa and do something less boring instead? 26, don't you know? Right, here's our temporary speed limit. And there it is over. And we got 2.2 miles, 2.2, yeah, to Manchester Airport. And then we'll see what we got. I doubt we'll find anything going down back to Alderley Edge. You never know. Well, there's got to be something going south, hasn't there, from Manchester Airport? You don't all go back up to Piccadilly. There has to be something. Maybe. Hit me, baby, one more time. Alright, single yellow. Didn't someone say that the airport connection hasn't been open that long? It's a fairly recent thing. Not recent. It's not like it only opened last Wednesday, but, you know, in relation to the amount of time that the airport's been there, the actual train line wasn't there that long. Pretty spees. Asparagus spears. I hear a plane. That's a good sign that you're near an airport or RAF base. Or under attack. It's one of those.
Morning at Manchester Airport. Opening platform 2 for the
Where's a plane? Plane? There's a train. 1993. Well, that's not recently then, is it? Who said it was recently? Guy's an idiot. That was ages ago. Get your facts right, people. Oh, by the way, before I forget, for those that do stick around for the end of the thing, yes, there is a new one. There you go. Steve cannot drive a train. Fact. I can. I am. Look, I'm in a train. It's being driven. Sticky Vicky. Right, 1.2 miles. Can I refer to an earlier in the stream we did not just look, that wasn't my fault. The train established a fault. Another driver took over that knew how to. Another driver took over. What happened? I was feeling tired. I needed to have a rest. It was my break. I was on a scheduled break, so someone else had to drive. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That. Thing is, there's only a couple of platforms here, so chances of having something in. Exactly. There you go. See, there was a mix-up. The paperwork was wrong. I thought I was driving. Someone else took over. The union would have been involved, so I had to let them drive. And yeah, that's it. That's the reason. I need to walk the train offering crisps and tea. There's a jolly hostess whose arse is the size of a small country. I gained a little bit of weight. It's not that bad. I still fit in the chair. Right, we are now braking into Manchester Airport. Do. Airport. Oh, that's speeding. I haven't met Steve yet. Is he fat? No. Maybe a little bit fatter than I was about 4 months ago, but not fat. I'm not Nico or Richard or Michael. I'm a cute teddy bear. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought it was Tiger that was doing the creeping. Right, unlocking doors. I'm not a welly boots wearer, no.
Boarding at Manchester Airport only.
Right. So let's go back to free roam. Let's get out of this place. Not even the hunters. No. Jesus Christ, can't afford those. Okay. So if I relinquish the service, favoritos. There you go. I heard some doors closing just then. Right, what are we? 13:58. There was that one. Hang on. Oh, I was about to say, that was a 323. That sounded diesely. But it wasn't. It was my train that turned around and left really quickly. Right, so what we're saying now is there's no more trains. Why are these not... So the 1410 going to Edinburgh. Then it's the 1329. What? To Blackpool North. And then the 1357 to Crewe that's expected at 1411. Ah, that's going to Alderley Edge. That's the one we want then. So that's platform 3. So that's going to be...
Train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1319 northern service to Manchester Airport.
Right. So platform 3. So yeah, the 13th is due in at 1411. Okay, right. What we'll do then is we will do the speeding up of the time thing. Dink. Oh god, don't walk around when you've got time sped up. Even the announcements are sped up and can't cope. Wow, that turned around really quickly. It was like that train was in, doors open, gone. Excuse me, you stood in the way with your puffy jacket.
The next train will for Transit Manchester.
You can't listen to announcements at 4 times speed. Right, so this will get us back to Alderley Edge, and that completes... Right, how quickly is that going to turn around? Well, that just disappeared back out again. Right, no. Oh, we've still got 5 minutes for our service is due in. I want to walk down. Okay, let's try it. There you go. We should see it come in now. .07. So yeah, we'll take this to Alderley Edge. That completes the loops. We've done all the bits of the Manchester Airport Commuter, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, next Tuesday we'll do Birmingham Cross City. So we can do a bit of 170 action and 323s and then do a couple of bits of the layering as well. There we go. I reckon this is our train. Yep. Typically goes all the way down. Oh my god, that's fast. Right. No! No, 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 no! No! It left early! You scumbag! Hang on, has he got a red? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that door open. Oh, come on. Out the bloody way. Yes. Okay. We're rolling backwards. We're rolling backwards. Backwards rolling is happening. Right. We should be fine. It's like it wasn't due out. Okay. And now are we? Now I've got to be careful now because I don't want to run the red. Is this the way to platform 13? This is the way to Amarillo. Am I sure it's the right train? Wilmslow, Audley Edge, yes. So this does take us back to Audley Edge. I've got to be very careful. I can't risk... Do you know the way it's San Jose? It's just west of Stockport. Right, there we go. Yellow. Okay. Left at the roundabout. Take the second right. Just past the post box. Okay. That was fine. That was fine. That was fine. It wasn't due out to 11 minutes past, but I suppose if it's late, it leaves, doesn't it? That's what I'm here for, Connor. I'm here for your amusement. Alright, we have a red coming up. Because we've got a train in front of us. This train don't stop for no one. This train's got a mind of its own. If you want to laugh, watch the Twitch clip from last Friday's repo stream. Oh, it's one of those games, which is partly why I'm not doing it this Friday. Really enjoyed it. Goes on YouTube. Nobody. It's like, really? So I'll wait till we got 4 of us and we will do it again. Oops, I did it again. I don't know that I care about YouTube views, but it does get me a bit... Oh! So yeah, so we'll do it. I think with 4 people it'd be better. So I think Nico maybe said he was around in a couple of Saturdays' time. So maybe we'll redo it for then. Plenty of other things to do. I really want to see what level's next in Power Wash Sim. It's a plane! It's a plane! Okay, now how long is it going to keep us here? Before it lets us go. Let it go, let it go. We did a power wash this week. If you find out what's after the Art Deco thing, please do not tell me. I want it to be a surprise on the stream. If anyone gets that far. Still enjoying therapy. I don't have a therapist. I need a therapist. I don't have a therapist. We are now being held at a red light. I want to have a look now. What about Power Wash Sim? That one. So we are there. And we've got to go round here. Well, that's green. So that is green. Ah, that's what we're waiting for. This one. We're waiting for the train coming towards us. That's what we're waiting for. There we go. We have green. Definitely late now. Yeah, that surprised me, McBone. The game that I didn't like and will never play again gets more views than Repo. I'm like, what? Really? That's YouTube for you, isn't it? So not that I do care about YouTube, but I'm not going to not do a game or do a game because of YouTube views, but it will stop me putting stuff on YouTube. So farming, nothing. YouTube hates farming. Twitch loves farming. It's really bizarre how it works between people watching stuff live and enjoying it and watching it pre-recorded. It is really odd. I'm past the point of having it concern me. But yeah, I think that Repo would be better with 4 people. I think it'd be more amusing. The random fault generator. Oh god, no, that got turned off on my first stream for the train faults. I'm never turning it back on again. Alright, style is next, something I haven't got. Yeah, which again, I'm not going to do that sort of thing now. My end is approaching. 10 years of putting out content on YouTube's enough. I think that I won't be worrying about it anymore. Right, we are arriving at Style.
We are now approaching Style.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
We will. We won't, because I'm not getting off. But those people that are getting off will hopefully take care. If they don't take care, then they'll fall flat on their faces, which will be quite amusing. Yeah, I loved it. That's the thing. I really enjoyed doing Repo. It didn't go down well on Twitch. Again, not that I'm overly bothered by that. And it flopped. I thought it would go down. I thought, okay, if Twitch doesn't like it, fine. Because sometimes not all games are things where you can participate. You know, or what if I haven't got the chance maybe to communicate with you lot, then that maybe stops you interacting. So if I'm concentrating too much on playing a game, I can't chat to you. And that's more important to me than the game.
This is a northern service to Crewe. The next station is Romslow.
So I was conscious of Power Wash Sim, although, you know, that's not difficult, is it? Well, no, that's why I look forward to doing train sim. I look forward to doing trucking. I used to like flight because I can just sit back and it's not about what's on the screen then, it's just about us having a chat. That's why stuff where I have got to concentrate on the game, means I can't concentrate on chat. Right, Wilmslow is next. Yeah, and again, Stokey, I think with 4 people
The next
with repo,
station is Wilmslow. This is a northern service to Crewe.
I think with 4 people repo, it'd be a lot better. Because you could then have either 2 teams, or you'd be able to get more stuff, take more advantage of what's in the shop, and then hopefully progress through more levels better. So if one person dies, you've still got 3 of you to get enough to get through the level, pick up that person, and then use the stuff from the shop to get them back to full health. You'd have more chance. So I will do it again. Well, no, I don't know, Nigel, because sometimes the longer stuff I put on YouTube, look at the amount of views that the Paddington to Penzance in a Pacer got. Or I think the 12-hour farming stream has got a lot of views. Okay, not everyone's watched all of it, but I think with things like that, it's something that maybe people would do over a period of time. Personally, I like long YouTube videos. I really like it when someone I'm following on YouTube puts out like an hour's video or an hour and a half's video, because I go, right, I know I'm either going to find an hour and a half and watch it in one go, sit down, cup of tea, some biscuits or whatever, and go, right. Or, you know, like I've been doing at lunchtimes, starting a video at lunchtime, I'll finish it tomorrow lunchtime. You know, if there's a 6-hour video that someone had put out that I was finding really interesting, I'd probably watch it over a week of lunch breaks, but I would get through it. So that's, you know, why I've been doing the extra videos for YouTube. I'm quite conscious of the fact that not everyone wants 3 2.5-hour videos from me a week. So that's why I've been really enjoying recording, like the OMSI that went out yesterday. There's a train sim going out tomorrow. There's some fun stuff on a Friday. So a couple of them are the Twitch streams where we've done something twice, but I've done some trucking content. I've done some more seafarer content.
Wilmslow.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
And yeah, that Paddington to Penzance, there was a discussion last year, I think, before everyone left me, of redoing that Paddington to Penzance in a Pacer if I had people here and then at every station swapping drivers. I think that could have been quite amusing and wouldn't have made it such a strenuous, like, 8 and a bit hour stream. Yeah, and again, Nigel, you know, if I was on the way up, as it were, or trying to grow the channels and stuff, then yeah, I'd be taking clips like that brilliant clip. I don't even know if I can. That brilliant Twitch clip, and then putting that on YouTube, or putting that on as a YouTube short, and then trying to get people towards the channel.
This is a northern service to Crewe. The next station is Alderley Edge.
Yeah, I like a long video. I like a mixture. I like having that balance of, like, I like a 15-20 minute video that when I'm having my dinner I can watch, or after the stream I'll watch a TV show and then watch a 20-minute video. But like on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning, I don't mind an hour-long video, or like a Sunday evening. So thankfully the people I follow on YouTube give me that mix of stuff. Right, Alderley Edge is next.
The next station is Alderley Edge. This is a northern service to Crewe.
Platform 4 for the 1427 northern service to Crewe.
You got 12,000 views, blimey.
The next train to arrive at platform 3 for 1428.
Right, we have another red. I'm guessing waiting for... Oh, I reckon this train here to cross our path. And then we carry on. Carry on my wayward son. Oh, see, if that would have been... Yeah, I quite like a Sunday evening. A lot of people I follow on YouTube put videos out on a Sunday. So I quite like a Sunday evening. So it's quite nice last night as well. Shut the laptop down about 6 o'clock and just vegged on the sofa. Come on in, light. Do the changing of the guard, whatever it is you're doing. The train's come through, unless we're waiting for something else now as well. Let's look at the map. So we are there. We've got to cross all the way over, I suppose. Yeah, there's a red down there as well. Then it's a yellow, so we're chasing... Then it's a red. What? How does that work? Then it's a yellow. Then it's a red. And then... What? There's something going on. I didn't see any trains down there. Hang on, unless there's something coming... Ah, yeah, is it... But that's got to... Hang on, are you coming... That's going the same way as me. I reckon that's got the path. So, yeah, that's... The one's just coming in. That's going to Manchester Piccadilly. And it's this other one here. One on platform 4. So that's got the path out. We haven't. Well, come on then. What time is he due out? Have we got any? No. Oh, now it goes. Okay. Yeah, so that's the one we're waiting for. Alright, so you've got to wait for that one to clear in front of us then. Which means we'll be following it down to Alderley Edge. So that's a straight Piccadilly service to Alderley Edge. We're an airport service to Alderley Edge. But because we're running so late, that was routed in front of us anyway. It's like, sod you passengers, you're late as it is. You're going to be even later. Come on then. Let's be doing the lighty things. How is Michael? He was in chat last week. Friday, Saturday, one of the two. He was here. He's switched jobs, so I don't know what his hours are now. Hello, lights. Oh, there we go. We're not going to be a Russian because we've got a red. On a magic star. I'm not 8. 7.5 maybe, not 8. I bought some chocolate digestives at the weekend. I had a couple of those with a cup of tea last night. Oh, that was so pleasant. Right, we have yellow, then red. A Blue Peter badge. Hey, it won't be long before you have to get your Blue Peter advent. Still, how many people actually built those things with the coat hangers and the tinsel on? What sort of fire hazard were they? No, they were proper McVitie's. McVitie's. They definitely got smaller than they used to be, and I'm sure my wagon wheels I have with my lunch have got smaller in the last 12 months, because I never used to be able to close my lunchbox with the wagon wheel stood on its end. Now I can. Exactly, a bit of sticky back plastic. It's got green Blue Peter badge. They still give you discounts at certain things, Blue Peter badges. You actually get discounts into things or free entry into things if you've got a Blue Peter badge. That was some negotiating by the BBC, wasn't it? McVitie's? It's fine. I can't reload the last checkpoint. There isn't a last checkpoint. It was close. It doesn't happen. I did it on purpose. Yeah, I did it on purpose. Tradition returns. I'm gutted. Anyway, that was Manchester Airport Commuter. Next week, I think we're going to do Birmingham Cross City, because there's a little bit of layering. Or do we? Is there anything else? Is there anything we haven't done in a while? I may have to have a look at some of the other layering we've got, and look at some other routes. I do like the 5 circle line, but that's only got some stuff. Yeah, a route. But have a look. There'll be something next week. I haven't done the Isle of Wight ones in a while. Quite like the Isle of Wight. Need to go back over there as well. But yeah, anyway, there'll be something. I wonder how long before we get another route. And don't forget, Christmas, I will be doing the Holiday Express, as we do every year. I will be playing through all of the Holiday Express and then having some fun like we did last year, where I built a train that was so long that it was nearly going the whole circular bit of the track, and the front was touching the back, but no Christmas room. Do you think I'm honestly not going to have a Christmas room? So yeah, some more stuff next week from trains. Next stream though, back tomorrow night with House Builder 2. Thursday night, more power washing, doing the power washy type things. Friday night, we'll be here with something. I'm sure it'll be something multiplayer. But then, yeah, we'll do something Friday night. Saturday night, some more trucking and tunes. Songs starting with the letter C for Cauliflower on Saturday night. And then Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm, doing the farmy type things. There we go. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. And to this lot as well. Classic. Thanks to Graham for following, NX whatever it was for following, and Fear Out. Graham for subscribing, thanks for donation. Trent for doing some moderation as well. Yes, and thanks to Fear Out 333 for following just now as well. There we go. I will be back tomorrow night to do some House Builder 2. For those that know that this isn't the end, and we start a new thing in about a minute's time. If you're not new, hang around for a minute's time. You thought this stream was weird. Now, you wait. Until tomorrow then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching. At a busy London train station called Paddington, the Brown family found something, or rather someone, very unexpected. Sitting alone on a bench was a small bear wearing a red hat and a blue coat. Around his neck was a tag that read, "Please look after this bear. Thank you."